Hey everybody, it's Amy with a Farmish Kind of Life again here, trying not to trip on cats as I walk to the barn. But I have another random thought for you today. Today's thought is about your voice. Now, at the beginning of last week, you can probably hear it still a little bit in my voice, but last week I was sick and I actually lost my voice, like completely lost my voice. I could not talk at all. And so everybody was like, oh gosh, Amy can't record a podcast. But you guys, that wasn't even the worst part. The worst part was I would take my dogs out, to run around the farm. I was doing chores, whatever. And y'all, I couldn't even call my dogs to get their attention to bring them back. And I thought, how crazy is it that we take our voice for advantage? There's Mr. Rooster. We take our voice, we take advantage of our voice. We don't realize like we have this voice until we can't use it. And so I was thinking about voices, and I was thinking about, especially right now, how with current events going on, we all have a voice, right? We have a voice and we can use it in different ways. And this was brought to my attention because I actually started sharing. I've been a little bit more vocal on social media about just pointing things out, bringing things to people's attention, things I normally wouldn't have brought up before. And so I actually had a friend who messaged me and she said, I want to thank you for the things that you're saying. And the reason I want to thank you is I can't say them because of her job, because of things she's involved with right now and situations that she's in. She can't talk about certain things on social media. And so she was just very thankful for people who were willing to step out of their comfort zone a little bit and talk about some things that are going on and give some information and put that out there. Mr. Rooster's adding his 2 cents, obviously. So that was just a good reminder to me that is, I'm in a different situation than a lot of people. I'm self-employed, and I don't have some of the affiliations and the things that I need to worry about right now that other people do need to worry about. And so that was a reminder to me, like, hey, speak up, talk about things, use your voice. The other thing that's been interesting is that in starting to talk more about certain things, or even making these videos, I've had a little bit of backlash in my messenger about some of these videos. Just people that are kind of like, why now? Why are you talking now? Why are you bringing this up now? Like, it makes people uncomfortable when you start speaking out. Sometimes even people who agree with you, they're a little worried for you or whatever. So be aware that if you decide to use your voice, right? You decide to use your voice. There are people that are going to have a problem with it. There are people who aren't going to like it. Not even necessarily what you say, but how you say it. And I don't mean being a jerk. Using your voice doesn't mean being a jerk, but there are people out there who will have issues with how you go about talking about things, and so that's just something you got to figure out if you want to deal with. So, just a reminder today that we all have voices, and if you are able to use your voice right now, don't be afraid to use it. Don't be afraid to speak up in whatever that means for you. Sometimes it's writing, sometimes it's making a video, sometimes it's actually talking to people in person. Whatever that is, don't be afraid to use your voice because you were given your voice for a reason, y'all. Speak for the people who can't.